Welcome to the fourth episode of LinguaFox, your shortcut to fluent speech. I'm your host Abbas Salahshour, and today we are talking about one of the most frustrating experiences every language learner faces. Why do you forget the words, grammar, or phrases you worked so hard to learn? If you ever said to yourself, I studied this last week, why can't I remember it now? This episode is for you. We're going to break down 5 powerful reasons your brain drops what you study, and more importantly, how to actually retain what you learn and turn it into active, usable knowledge. Let's dive in. Here's a hard truth. Learning is not the same as remembering. Just because something makes sense to you now doesn't mean your brain will hold on to it. Here's why this mindset fails. Most learners stop after understanding something once. The brain needs spaced repetition to move info from short-term memory to long-term memory. Okay, how to fix it? Use spaced repetition. Revisit the same content 2 hours later, 1 day later, then 3 days later, and then 7 days. Test yourself regularly. Not review, but recall. For example, cover the answer and try to say it out loud. If it doesn't feel a bit hard to remember, it's not sticking yet. Your brain doesn't just store what's useful, it stores what's emotional. And there's a reason why what I would like to call dry learning fails. Long lists of boring vocabulary, grammar drills with no context? Come on, your brain has no reason to keep them. The solution? Attach emotion or novelty to what you're learning. Create funny images, strange associations, or personal stories around the words. Learn phrases that connect to your life, your interests, relationships, hobbies, even memories from your childhood, the time you went to an amusement park, your love life, the breakups, your marriage, the first kid. Remember, nothing stays in your mind unless it is to some degree emotional. It could be emotionally disturbing or pleasant. And remember, memory loves meaning. Without it, your brain forgets. And that is very natural. Reading, listening, watching videos, that's great. But input without output equals fragile, shaky memory. There's a reason why this mindset fails. Your brain can't retrieve what you never practiced retrieving. And the solution is that you need to speak or write using what you just learned. After learning something new, if it's a word, immediately do one of the following things. Use it in a sentence and say it out loud. Use it in a journal entry. Teach it to someone else, because output makes the memory active. That's how it becomes usable and long-lasting. It is very tempting to binge learn. 50 new words in a day, 10 grammar points in one session. But the brain hates overflow. And there's a reason as to why this mindset fails. The more you cram, the more you forget. In fact, learning too much at once creates shallow memory. The solution? Learn less, but use more. Focus on depth over quantity. 3 words that you really master are better than 30 words you'll forget. And spread your sessions into short, focused chunks. Don't study to feel productive. Study to remember. Most learners jump from one resource to another with no strategy. In fact, random learning equals random memory. And definitely, there is a reason why this fails. No review system, no tracking, and no deliberate practice. And you expect yourself to remember? Absolutely not. But the solution is You need to build a weekly review routine. Use a notebook or app to track what you've learned. Create your own memory vault, a place to revisit useful expressions, notes, mistakes, and progress. And keep in mind that a system turns language learning into long term skill building. And now, a quick recap. Learning isn't remembering. Use spaced repetition. Add emotion and meaning. Don't let it be boring and exhausting. Output is key. Say it, write it, teach it. Don't cram. Master a little each day. And finally, build a system. Track and review consistently. And a challenge for you. Pick one word or grammar point you forgot recently. Relearn it actively today. Speak it, write it, explain it. If this episode helped, share it with someone who's tired of forgetting what they study. Let's build a smarter way to learn languages. Subscribe to LinguaFox for weekly insights, real strategies, and deep dives that actually move the needle. Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep building the language life you want. Stay safe.